Hi guys, my name's Michael Johnson. I'm of Johnson's Personal Training Services. I'm the founder and one of the personal trainers at Johnson's PTS. If you haven't already guessed, we're in the fitness industry. We provide personal training, nutrition coaching and mind coaching for clients of all ages and abilities. So yeah, this is one of the first video blogs I've ever done, and oh my god, it's taken me forever and a day to get comfortable with this. At the moment, just to describe basically what I'm seeing right now. As I'm talking to the camera, I'm seeing my own face, and it's really funny actually because I don't know if you guys know Sylvester Stallone is. Hopefully you would have from the Rocky films and stuff like that he's been in. But I do tend to notice that when I talk, sometimes I tend to talk from like one side of the mouth, which is really odd. And yeah, you start to notice when you're looking at yourself, you start to notice all these like funny things about yourself, like how you're talking to yourself is how you talk is quite odd actually. It's quite cringeworthy. Anyway, so moving on. This video is going to be an interesting video for me because it kind of reminds me of when I was I think I was about 11 or 12. I was in year 6, and I was making this. I was watching back this video. I got involved in a school play, and I was dressed up as the 7 of Spades in Alice in Wonderland. Yeah, I know, pretty cool, right? At this point, like, do we carry on do we go any further with this? So yeah, there's going to be family and friends, like, doing their videos, camcorders, because they're proud of their kids playing their parts. And one of my friends' parents decided to put this video on to show us the play, and I didn't have many words to say anyway. But I played a small part, obviously being the 7 of Spades. I was dressed up as a card. The card was bigger than me. I had a job to walk around, and I had no idea how I spoke. It's like one of those things. Like can you remember the first time you saw yourself on camera, and you heard yourself on a voice recorder for the first time? It's the most bizarre sound or bizarre sight that you've ever seen, because you're like, do I really sound like that? Do I really sound like a little Irish leprechaun? Am I really that small in real life? And it's just so odd. So this is something that's like hugely outside of my comfort zone. Ever since watching myself when I was an 11, 12-year-old boy, playing the 7 of Spades, and watching myself and cringing like mad because I could see this little Irish leprechaun dressed up as a 7 of Spades, and obviously it wasn't until I heard my voice that I realised I sounded like an Irish leprechaun, by the way. But yeah, so I've kind of steered clear of looking at myself in images and video recording myself. This is like a big no-no. But anyway, I'm going to move on because I'm going on one. I tend to do that. I tend to ramble on a lot. But basically, in this video, I want to share with you something about the comfort zone. So we all have a comfort zone. Some of us, we all have our own level. Some of us might be down here with our comfort zone threshold. Some of us might be up here. So there's different levels for all of us. It means something different to all of us. So for me, doing this video today is like, there's my comfort zone, and me making this video right now, talking to the camera, is right up here. Okay, so this is massively outside of my comfort zone. Okay, but one of the fascinating things about this comfort zone thing that I've started to notice is that I've been practicing just talking to the camera like this now for the past maybe 30 to 40 minutes, and I'm getting more comfortable now. I'm feeling a lot more comfortable with who I'm seeing looking back at me right now. So it's just literally, I've learned that, if you see the outtakes, I will share the outtakes. If you see the outtakes, oh goodness, it was just, was I ever going to be comfortable with listening or looking at myself? But as I've practiced and practiced and practiced and practiced and practiced, now, you know, I'm starting to, although I was massively outside my comfort zone, my bar is going up and up and up, and I'm feeling a lot more comfortable. And you can see my body language is getting better. My face, I'm not as stressed as I was when I first started, and I'm getting a lot more comfortable with talking to the camera. So it sounds really silly, because some people will be like, you know, it's different to everybody, but you know, there's certain experiences that you have early on in life that, you know, that might make you cringe, or they'll make you afraid, and as a result of that, you develop this this bar that that we would like to call the comfort zone. And you know, we're okay. Anything underneath here is absolutely fine. So for example, you know, I don't mind talking to myself. You know, we all do it. Don't mind talking to myself, that's okay. But what I don't like doing is, you know, is recording myself. And recording myself will send me over that comfort zone, and that's an area that I don't want to be in. But the only way that I'm going to feel comfortable with being at that zone is by practicing and practicing until I become less sensitive to that. And obviously my bar is going to be raised. So you know, again, this is like the first video I've ever made. I'm going on a little bit, but actually, do you know, it's quite nice to be able to talk to a camera and not cringe so much. So this is my first video blog, talking about that comfort zone. So my question to you guys is, what makes you feel uncomfortable? Maybe it's watching this video. So well done for watching it for the past 6 minutes. If this was making you feel uncomfortable, hopefully you feel less comfortable, less uncomfortable rather now. So yeah, so what I want you to do, guys, is just grab a piece of paper. It could be anything really. If I got any paper here, or a sticky note or anything. My question to you, sticky note, is what makes you feel uncomfortable? You don't have to share that with us. You can just write that down yourself. Okay. So, you know, what makes you feel uncomfortable? Maybe if you can actually see that, because it's all backwards. But there you go. What makes you feel uncomfortable? Write that down. Okay. Now, so put that question down first. Write that question down first. Now, once you've done that, I want you to write down. So for me, it's going to be video blogging. Video blogging makes me feel uncomfortable. Okay. Right. So now I've got that awareness that I'm really uncomfortable with video blogging. I need to write down what I plan to do to practice getting better at it, or feeling, let's say, less sensitive to it. So my goal is to desensitize, if I can spell, desensitize my feelings towards video blogging. Okay. And the way that I'm going to do that, so I've written that down. So what you know, what are you going to do? How are you going to do it? Desensitize. So video blogging. I'm going to desensitize my feelings towards video blogging. How am I going to do that? So how am I going to do that? Okay, so I need to practice, right? So like I said earlier on, I've done 30 to 40 minutes so far of just talking to a camera. My neighbours can probably hear me because I'm speaking quite loud and these walls are thin. That's another thing actually, my voice is getting louder now because I'm becoming more comfortable. When I first started doing this video blog, I was talking really quiet and I sounded very unenthusiastic, and a lot of that's down to the fact that I didn't want my neighbours to think I was bonkers. But now we've gone past that point, and now my bar is raising up again. So that was another thing I felt uncomfortable with people thinking I was weird, and I am weird, to be fair. So, you know, whatever. So the only way I'm going to be able to get more comfortable with this is by practicing. And you know, so far, you know, 40 minutes to an hour. 40 minutes to an hour of practicing, just practicing. Doesn't matter whether it is amazing. It's not going to be amazing. I mean, there's always going to be things we can do to improve. Like, for example, this video now is something that I'm going to be able to work on to improve. So 40 minutes to an hour, and I'll practice this at least 3 to 5 times a week, maybe even daily. You know, if you can practice it daily. But that's just an idea, a strategy. That we can use, techniques that we can use. We can spend 40 minutes to an hour just practicing. Okay, so 3 to 5 times a week. I've written it down. I'm just making notes. That's all. So, guys, my question is to you. Going back again, what makes you feel uncomfortable? Write it down. Okay, so write down what makes you feel uncomfortable. So video blogging for me. Okay, the goal is to desensitize the way that you feel uncomfortable with it. Okay, so you're gonna practice. So you can desensitize it by practicing 40 minutes to an hour on a daily basis, or maybe 3 to 5 times a week. And basically, you're just gonna do it. Stop. We're gonna stop worrying about failing, or stop judging what we're doing, and we're gonna stop thinking that the first attempt has got to be the best attempt, or it's got to be a great attempt. We have to break down those cringe barriers. So yeah, starting off here, I'm up here now, getting better. But again, if just because I feel comfortable now, or feel a lot comfortable now, doesn't mean that tomorrow I'm going to wake up and feel any better for it. It's something that I'm going to have to practice at least a couple of times a week. So you'll expect to see some more video blogs from me. Concerning the comfort zone, talking about the comfort zone now. Some of you may have struggled with the comfort zone. Like, well, what makes me feel uncomfortable? Well, it could be anything. It doesn't have to be video blogging, guys. It could be what could it be? It could be running. It could be exercise. For example, a lot of our clients that come to us don't feel comfortable with exercising. Well, it's like most people actually. Who's going to feel comfortable with pushing themselves outside a comfort zone? But my I guess my bit of advice for today is to write down what makes you feel uncomfortable and plan to desensitize yourself to it. Cool. Guys, any of you that are experienced YouTubers or bloggers or anything, or just viewers, if you've got any constructive feedback for me on this video, that would be amazing. I would love to be able to improve what I do and put myself across a lot clearer. So yeah, so any constructive feedback, happy days, guys. Expect to see more videos, whether you like them or not. I'm gonna just keep practicing, because that's the only way that I'm gonna truly get over the fact that I feel uncomfortable with video blogging. Peace out.